No, piss off. With Marillion, when I first joined Marillion, and the very first time I played with all the guys in the band, I sat down and we played one track, and I just thought there's something very special here,
Yeah.
and I don't know what it is. I have no idea, but it was just, and that was it's a big inspiration. Seeing a band playing live, a really good band, or a really good musician playing, is an inspiration. Someone who's really good, and someone who, when you're looking at them on stage, you can tell that they're kind of at one with their instrument and with what they're doing, and that they're being honest with what they're doing. I find that inspiring. Yeah, I hate all keyboard players. Except for Steve. Steve's great. I'm very proud of the song Easter. To me, that's a really great arrangement.
Yeah.
And I'm really pleased with the drumming on it and the arrangement. It plays itself, and that's the secret. It just plays itself. The whole end section is in a strange time signature. It's in 5/4, but it doesn't matter because there's a melody.
Yeah.
So you're playing to a melody and not having to count
It's
1,
more
2, 3.
complicated with that.
Yeah. So, but yeah, just to play, try and make the music flow, and as you say, it's a chemistry thing between the 5 of us.
Yes.
Really, at the end of the day, there's lots of other bands. I mean, Pink Floyd. Nick Mason plays drums. He's not the most technically proficient drummer, but what he does is just
it's solid.
It's perfect for Pink Floyd,
Yes.
and so
Ringo Starr is perfect for Beatles.
yeah. It's totally down to what material we're playing.
Yeah.
Really, yeah, because if we're playing tracks like This Town, Slange Navarro, that all those tracks are,
Yeah.
and I find them easier to play.
Yeah.
Anything that's fast and going for it, I find easier to play than very slow, because sometimes the slower stuff is harder to play. To get a good feel going.
Yeah.
So yeah, I quite like the high energy thing, but it's a matter of balance, I think, to get a show right. I think you need to have those highs and lows and highs, and so that's one thing that we never seem to do, is have the same set every night. We change the set nearly every night,
Yeah.
which can be good, but also it can be disturbing, because you never get into a kind of flow, or you don't get used to things. So that can. We've changed the set again for tonight. I have no idea how it's going to go. But I think it's great, because I can remember when I was a teenager being in bands, and you'd dream of getting an encore.
That was the high point.
Yeah. If you got an encore, wow, we're going to get an encore. That's great. So
you're gonna pay for that.
yes. So, but people don't. I don't think we take it.
Badly?
We don't take it for granted that people are going to ask for an
No,
encore.
but you do feel it like they asked for too much.
For too much?
This is sort of just like,
No, not really. I
because
think.
you love doing what you do.
Yeah, we love doing it. A lot of the time, over the last few concerts that we've done, we've had a set list, and we've just someone will shout out Easter, and we go, "Can we play Easter?" We go, "Yeah, okay, we'll do it." But we had an email the other day, which I thought was funny, was that it was something like, "It's my wife's birthday," or "It's so and so's wedding anniversary. Just wondering could you please play Ocean Cloud?" It's about 15 minutes long, isn't it? Can you just please play it?
Well,
But we did it. That first American tour, when we said to the fans we can't come, and they said, well, we'll get a tour fund, and they raised that $60,000. So
yeah,
incredible.
I remember that.
Yeah,
I was there.
Steve might remember.
No. All
The
right.
concept of the swap the band. Can you remember who came up? I said
What
it
about that?
goes back to Jimmy Fix-It.
Think about it, and later after the show we can talk about it.
Yeah. Mark Kelly usually takes the credit for any of these ideas, irrespective of whether he actually thought of it. And we usually give him the credit because we can never
can't
remember his
remember.
I usually say probably Mark,
Yeah.
possibly me. I don't know.
No, I can't remember how we
Probably
initially.
Lucy.
I said it might have been Lucy.
That's a revenge. Yeah, that's easy.
You need to find a member of the band that possesses memory, and that ain't gonna happen. We're all too short away.
Well, I think the first thing probably would be to. They're young.
Yeah, 6 years old.
I think it's probably good to steer a child in the right direction, but not put them under pressure. You know, just let them. Like my son wants to be a rock guitar hero. You know, and that's it. He wants to play rock guitar. And I never pushed him. He just got a guitar, and I just let him enjoy it. And let him enjoy it and experiment on his own, and try and guide him. For me, with drums, it was a set. My father was a musician. My father was a classical violinist, and he kind of just guided me. You know, he saw that I had an interest in playing drums, so suddenly I had a couple of drums, and I started playing them, and then. Later on, when I was about 11 or 12, he got me drum lessons with some real top teachers. So to have a really good teacher, but all at the same time, still enjoying it. I didn't feel like I was being told, you've got to do this or you've got to practice. And but for me, for the advice I'd give is
Drum for fun.
listen. Yeah, don't play drums. They're too.
That's it.
No, I mean, I remember going up to one really, top jazz drummer, a fella called Buddy Rich,
Yeah.
and he had a reputation of being not nice. You know, he was quiet, and I knocked on his dressing room door, and he was, yep. I thought, oh no, I'm in trouble.
Shit.
Yeah. But I went. He said, "Come in," and I went in. And I said, Mr. Rich, my name's Ian, I just wondered if you could give me any tips, any advice. And he was really nice to me,
Oh yeah.
really nice. And I was about 15 years old, 15 or 16. Now, if he would have said to me, forget it, you're useless, then I would have probably given up, because the guy was...
He was playing rich.
Yeah.
It's
What do you
Well,
say
did
to
drummer.
guy? You say something. You say to Mr. Rich, I really love your drumming. He just says, yeah, I know.